In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. I did that as normal, just, took the boys, went to Dunkin', stop at Dunkin', and they're like, what can I get you? And I tell them, she's like, how much do you love Dunkin'? And I was like, I fucking love Dunkin'. It's my favorite shit. She's like, what would you say if I told you just won coffee for a year, free coffee for a year? I was like, I'd say thank you because that's fucking awesome.
Like, man, excuse me while I jerk off my truck real quick.
She was like, pull around. So I pull around and she's like, here you go. Hands me a coupon book, 52 fucking coupons. I was like, fucking A.
See, the only problem I have with that is I drink coffee daily.
Yeah.
So
not once a week.
So literally, so that's actually like 6 weeks worth of coffee.
Yeah, true. That's if you keep going to Dunkin' though.
Yeah, I'd have to go to Dunkin' every day.
I wouldn't go to Dunkin' every single day.
Yeah. Well, I also have that. You've seen the coffee bar in my house. Like, I don't.
That's true. I've also had the coffee that your wife makes at home, and I would rather have that than probably fucking most anything.
That is the perk of both of us having worked like in coffee shops.
I bet you were a cute barista.
I was an adorable barista.
I probably would have tried to pick you up.
Yeah, right.
That's how I got my tips.
We got to talk about your haircut, dude.
We're talking about your haircut too.
Yeah, we got to talk about your haircut.
You have dropped some locks, buddy.
Yeah.
Are we live or are we?
I guarantee you.
Yeah, we've been live the whole time.
Fuck.
He's been recording, yeah.
The whole time.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
I do believe by the time this one comes out, this will be the last official episode of the year.
Yeah.
By the time this goes live.
I thought you were getting ready to fire all of us.
I know. I was gonna put up
The
hang on my
last
headphones
official
and fucking
episode ever.
see it.
Last official episode with these fucking chuckleheads. I'm bringing in temps
for 2020.
for 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is the last official episode of the year. That's
Does that mean at the end of it I can do the typical douchebag thing?
Fucking see you next year.
no, you
Yes.
won't, because we're about to
Yeah, you should do that.
we're about to see 13/1/2020. That's how that shit's gonna break down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they changed like the zodiac signs and they try to fuck everybody up. They're like, yeah, oh, hey, by the way, guys, we're gonna add an extra month.
Yeah. My shit would have changed. And I was like, fuck you. I was like, I'm not changing it. All right? I don't believe in this shit in the first fucking place. I'm not making you add extra fucking nonsense.
We're gonna have like a part of a generation that was born in like an extra month of 1 year. And that's it. How old are you? 1.
Have been.
I have an aunt that was born on February 29th.
Oh, so you leave here, baby.
So she's like 6 or some shit, or 12 or something. I don't know. Like, she's,
That's a big difference.
yeah. But I mean, she's, I think she's in her 50s now. So
So she's like 14.
close to 60s. Yeah.
It's like dog years, but different.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're coming to you not even fucking close to live.
That's right. From the Warfighter Tobacco Studios. Where we at, Scott?
Oh, sunny San Antonio, Texas.
That's right,
It is
buddy.
a beauty.
It
here in
really
San
is.
Antonio.
Brought to you by owellness.us. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Score yourself 25% off all those CBD needs. Got the tinctures. Just ordered massage oil. I'll let you boys know how that rolls.
Oh, speaking of that, hold on.
Oh, John's got something. I just ordered some.
Oh shit! I'm about to light my candle.
Hey. And while he's off doing that, also warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Score yourself that sweet 15% off discount. And our buddies over at Grill Your Ass Off. Oh, nice. That's literally what I bought. GrillYourAssOff.com. Check out all their awesome stuff. Use code FF15, FF15 for 15% off. Bills are paid.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Squashed it.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
So I'm Jazz. That's Mikey. This is Scott and John.
Hey,
And we're the Freedom Friends. And this is the last mediocre show of the fucking year. Right here.
Good
This is
fucking
a-
riddance to this year.
Yeah. It is not going to be a New Year's celebration. It is going to be an end of this last shit show
Dude.
celebration.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm going to. You ever seen the video of that dude that's like right at the end of the marathon and his body just starts shutting down? And he just kind of
He's, like,
stumbles
wobbling.
across. Like,
that's how I want to
You'll
be.
be like Secretariat. You're just going to fucking finish and die.
yeah.
So speaking of New Year's, you guys have any New Year's plans? Or are we too far out?
I'm thinking bed by 9.
What day of the week is it? It's like a Thursday.
I think it is.
No.
yeah. Friday.
It's Thursday going into a Friday. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's Thursday going into a Friday.
That makes for a long week.
Friday
Thursday
going
night.
into a Saturday.
No, it's a Thursday night.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
Uh,
What are you
I
guys
don't know.
doing? Want to get together?
I actually have a wedding. I have to
Oh,
go
that's
to.
right. You have a wedding.
Yeah,
to go get a new suit.
My buddy
and-
Asian Steve.
Suit and everything.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
No,
so I'm gonna get fucking. I'm staying on the property where the wedding's at, and he's having an open bar, and he
Oh,
likes
fuck.
really very good high end whiskey.
So
and
you're gonna
bourbon.
get shit faced.
He does like
That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
he does,
Yeah.
and he's yeah. I'm gonna get fucking white girl wasted
Yeah.
probably.
That's
Nice.
fun. That's fun.
I mean,
Last year, I had a couple of people over, and we hung out on my patio and smoked cigars and had some drinks and stuff, and brought in the new year. But
what
and
way
it
to-
looks like they're actually going to finish construction on my patio.
Did I swing through last year?
No,
on
you
New
did
Year's?
not. You came down. You came. We had the thing right before Christmas, but you didn't come on New Year's.
you know, if you wake up on January 1st hungover as fuck, the year can only get better.
That is a true
That's true.
statement.
That's true. Fuck boys, we got some treats.
What are we smoking and drinking on?
Oh, jeez.
I don't have a smoke. I need one.
Here, let's just we'll go. So we had some pre-smokes,
Yeah, let's.
which were some delicious Warfighter tobaccos, but we have these Room 101 Death Buckets
Death Bucket 2.
that we were about to smoke. They were
Mike Goshen.
Mike Goshen is who got
Yep.
these for us.
Good fucking
And
dude, Mike Goshen. It's a great
so I looked
band.
into these, and these are a LCA exclusive, which is the Limited Cigar Association or whatever.
Huh.
Which is from what I can tell, is a program that Drew Estate put together because it says it's a division of Pravada, or Pravada is also that mail order
I get,
club thing, isn't it?
You got a V cut?
What do you get on that guy? I get hints of on
on the dry
the
draw.
dry draw.
Badusi.
But this.
I'm getting
I
Badusi.
get
I'm not gonna lie, all I can smell is that fucking candle right now. Like I got
it fucked you up.
I'm
Yeah.
getting something weird. What is that?
I'm getting well, typically
I'm getting mustard.
you're getting mustard.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting cow shit, but typically people call that barnyard.
barnyard.
Yeah.
You know what else is in there?
Maybe that's the
Good
mustard I'm
job,
smelling.
Matt. Good
no,
job.
there's a little bit
You
of
got barnyard.
There's a little bit of hard rind cheese on the foot.
Okay. Would you call
Maybe
that?
that's the mustard.
That's what you're getting is that hard rind cheese. That's
Yeah.
that's the tang.
One of those, because it's a cross between shit and mustard, which would be
hard rind cheese.
like cheese in a barnyard. So that
but
makes
like
sense.
like a hard rind cheese. That smell on the exterior.
hopefully they're
Okay.
better when we light them.
So
That-
usually that kind of stuff is the sign that you're gonna have a pretty good
the
cigar.
nose,
so-
the smell in the nose is different than what the dry draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
got a V cut right here. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm still smoking my my Garrison Corojo, and I refuse to give it up. So
I'm gonna switch hit.
Yeah.
so I'll finish
Thank
this
you,
one
sir.
up after that. But and I believe we've all poured a little bit of the JMO signature because
It's tasty.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. No more cow shit.
our I say our friend, but it wasn't really our friend. It's really Mikey's friend.
I'm
brought
friends
us-
with him.
Oh, you're friends with him.
I get
I never met the
I
guy
know that
before.
guy.
He's a super nice guy.
I get a little teriyaki chicken,
Yeah.
which would be
There's literally chicken legs on the fucking.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a mind trick. I don't know.
There's literally chicken legs on the bed. That's the new market, man. It's teriyaki chicken flavored cigars.
I was talking to Mike Barker over the weekend. Once we get into the weekend thing, we'll explain why. And his favorite cigar from Warfighter is a 556 Field Connecticut. And
I can see that.
so I asked him why. He's like, well, it's because of the flavor I get out of it. I'm like, well, what flavor do you get out of it? He goes, lemon pepper chicken wings.
Huh.
That's what I said.
Never got that from the Connecticut.
I was like, really? I'm going to have to smoke one now and try to see.
I mean, it's a great cigar.
I would have to smoke that literally clean palate.
Right.
Yeah.
Like brush your teeth, like wait for even the toothpaste to like bleed off or whatever. And
It's kind of where I'm at right now. I just brushed my teeth. Like
Actually, right
came
before
in.
I came here,
because
I
you
fucking
pooped?
brushed my teeth.
I pooped and showered.
At the same time?
No, that's a mess.
Not really.
Hey, just waffle stomp that
It's actually
shit.
pretty easy cleanup.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would rather just do the pickup and drop.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So wait a minute, you'll shit in the shower, but you won't start in the shower.
Correct. Facts.
This is fucking.
That's one thing exiting and another thing going in. Yeah, I see it. You can point at that massage and body oil all you want.
Yeah, but it's CBD. It'll just numb you up.
I don't think that's how it works either.
It'll be fine. Well, don't ruin it, John. God damn it.
I mean, just kidding. That's yeah, sure.
yeah, 100%. Can't feel a thing. Won't even know what's there. Just
Yeah,
like
right.
her.
Well, I mean, that's her problem, not mine. Fuck.
So, anyways,
Scotty,
yeah.
how was your weekend, buddy?
Oh, it was good. We went up hunting with Hero Sports, and it was fun hanging out with all the guys, a bunch of other veterans, and the ranch managers were they were good dudes. One was GW, who used to be an Air Force combat. No, not combat. He was an air traffic controlman.
I thought GW was in
Air
the Air
traffic
Force
controller.
Reserve.
I know, that's why I said it. Controlman.
That's the highest rated suicide job in the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was dentist.
Well, he's got a
That's
good.
a high one too, but air traffic control.
He's got a good gig now.
Are the dentists the high ones because of the laughing gas, or
No,
I
it's
think
because everybody fucking
everybody
hates them.
them.
And then there
It's a
was
self-esteem problem.
and the other guy was a 19-year-old kid.
18.
18.
Yeah.
No,
Carson, yeah, he's 18.
18. So Carson, we asked him what he wanted to do. He wants to join the Marines and wanted to do MARSOC. And so John and I spent the whole weekend trying to talk him out of it
Sure.
because neither one of us really knew how many MARSOC and like really what their mission was. But if you want to do like, we told him, if you want to do some kind of special ops, like there's probably way more opportunity in the Army. But I wanted to talk to you about it, and I know he's
Now,
going to
see,
listen
now's
to
when the
this.
Marine is going to say that
Yeah, so give your pitch for MARSOC.
Every Marine does special operations because we're
No.
a quick response amphibious force.
No, you stupid fucking pogue, but you can sit there and
I
be
fucking
quiet.
love you so much, Mikey. Oh god, I just want to hug you right now. I want to hug you so much.
I wasn't going to say that.
Anyway, Carson, that's jazz. Just disregard anything he says.
MARSOC, now remember, like, MARSOC was fairly new during the back half of my career.
Yeah.
When MARSOC was really the inception of it. Before that, it was like Force Recon and
So
Recon.
did Force Recon switch to MARSOC, or is it different yet? Or they're two different
Their
things?
mission changed because now it's about intelligence collection and protection of sensitive item.
But is it the same?
things like
is
that.
it so Force Recon went away and is now MARSOC?
No,
or-
we still have Force Recon.
okay.
Because they just,
But does it fall under MARSOC? Because I mean,
No,
to me, it sounds
MARSOC
like
falls under
Marine.
JSOC.
That sounds like Marine Special Operations Command.
Well, that's what it is, but it falls under JSOC.
But Force Recon falls under JSOC.
Force Recon doesn't.
MARSOC does. Though.
MARSOC does.
But MARSOC's mission is
MARSOC's better funded because it's under JSOC.
so MARSOC's mission, like
So
you said, is
Carson,
to
if you're thinking
acquire
about- go
and
MARSOC.
protect
More so,
sensitive
yeah.
information.
Yeah.
So
They don't do the hit stuff because that's Delta and
Yeah,
DevGru.
yeah.
They don't do high volley targets and shit. That's Ranger
SEALs.
Regiment.
so what do they do?
SEALs.
What is their
sensitive information protection and discovery? Basically, like they go out on searching missions to basically.
So these are TAC hackers. I just
sort of
don't ruin it for me. Now I have this mental image of some hard hitting pipe Marines that just go in and are like, cover the door. I got to get into the mainframe. And one dude just sitting there just fucking snatch the information and they exfil out.
I think it's more like break it open and take the fucking hard drive.
It's in the computer.
That's probably more accurate
That's
for
more
the Marines.
accurate, yeah.
Where they're like,
there's
we
no
need,
smart Marines.
we
Come
need you to
on.
get into the mainframe. And all of a sudden, 6 of them just have it up on their shoulders and are just walking it out. And they're like, we just brought the whole thing. And it was just like,
This thing was pretty stout. We don't want to really break it, so we took the whole server.
We just took the whole server and the building that was around it.
See, that's probably accurate. Yeah, that's probably accurate. No, I know that they're more funded. They're way better funded than Recon is because Recon is obviously reconnaissance. Fucking go in. I used to give my buddy Luke shit all the time because he's a Recon guy and he has a combat action ribbon. You only get the combat action ribbon, same rules as your guys' CIB and CAB.
You got to be directly engaged.
You got to
with
be
by the
directly
enemy.
engaged and you have to
two-way
engage
rifle
back,
range.
right?
Yeah.
And my always thing was, if you're Recon and you have a combat action ribbon, you must be a shitty Recon guy. Like you must be real shitty at your job because you're not supposed to get
Right.
caught. Swift, silent, deadly guy. MARSOC, however, they go in there fucking. Let's take fucking ospreys and fuck everything up.
So another question I have for you, for Carson,
Okay.
is how many MARSOC individuals are there? How big of a
Yeah, Scott and I were talking about this before the show, and it was like, it
There's
can't
2
be
battalions.
that big. Two battalions.
battalions.
But all right,
Okay, it's
They're
2
under-
battalions, but a lot of that is support,
They're
right?
on- yeah.
So how much MARSOC operation is there actual?
Operators, there's probably 2 companies.
Oh, that's
like
still
200,
twice.
200 guys.
That's still
in the
twice
entire
as big
Marine
as we
Corps.
thought it was.
Now, a Marine Corps company is a lot smaller than an Army company, though. Like,
so like you're talking about like
So what's
160
top
guys
end?
combined.
I'd say probably 200.
I've
Yeah.
met every one of those motherfuckers. Every fucking single one.
Yeah.
I had to have.
So for Carson's sake, so he's saying there's about 200. How many special?
And this is a ballpark because I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
I don't know
I'm
either.
guessing.
That was close to my guess.
Yeah.
So, but how many Army special operations like group guys are there?
Like in the Army?
Yeah,
Oh, fucking thousands.
thousands. So that's what I wanted to get the point across to
I mean,
Carson was
percentage-wise, though, it's probably pretty much the same. It's probably close to the same. Like,
Yeah.
we probably have percentage-wise as many fucking MARSOC Marines as, say, you guys have Special Forces
you mean
operators.
per capita?
Per
yeah,
capita.
like
Right.
like actual.
Yeah, like probably as many as like your guys' groups have, I would say. Like, if you're 18 series.
Yeah, so that's you're saying 18 series, but MARSOC has a specific mission. The thing with the Army is that you've got like all your 18 series dudes, and then you have like your bat boys, and then you have like
Well,
you
yeah.
have your sniper guys. Like you still have all of those like special
Well, like-
operations
like,
guys that
'cause
exist.
Bat, correct me if I'm wrong, but Bat is more like HVT and raids.
Now it's
like-
actually more. I mean, they're kind of getting back to their original mission, where a lot of it is like recon and scout and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But at
No, they're more direct action.
Well, because
least the
18 series is force multipliers and shit like that. Like they
Yeah.
embed and do force multiplication, and then like
in
obviously
a broad sense. Yeah.
obviously
I mean,
Delta is fucking hit squads essentially. They do HVT fucking and like takeout squads and missions and whatnot, and then regular Rangers, non-red regiment guys are fucking
just
all over.
tabbers.
Yeah, they're just everywhere,
Well,
right?
that's not even.
Yeah, but
That-
you can have a
yeah.
Ranger tab dude that's just a, like that's
Yeah, I
80
didn't-
deuce.
I
So
didn't,
like he's
I didn't
not.
know that. I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah, because it's just a skill tab. Like even in PSYOP, you can go to Ranger school.
I just
and you can
assumed
get
if
the
you had a
tab.
Ranger tab, you were a Ranger.
No,
No, that's the difference between a tab and a scroll.
yeah, you gotta have the scroll.
Okay.
So like you can't really say I'm a Ranger unless you're like a bat boy, and if you're not part of the bat, then
Yeah, if
you're
you
not
went-
a
makes
Ranger.
sense.
If you went
you're
to, if
Ranger
you went to school,
qualified.
you went to your Ranger qualified.
That makes sense.
That's like my aunt who's a neurologist is airborne qualified, but she's not airborne.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like she went and did her 5 jumps and then never exited a bird again and was
Right.
never attached to anything airborne, was never anything. But as an officer, that was like the HUA school she went to when she commissioned. And that was it.
Got it.
So for an 18-year-old kid, now his dad's a Marine, so he's got that.
So he wants to go Marine.
So well, that's what he was thinking of.
Now,
but
the
then,
thing with MARSOC is it's very similar to your guys' 18 series, though. There's a Q course.
Right.
There's a selection process. You know, for an 18-year-old kid to get into MARSOC, it's difficult.
yeah,
For a 25-year-old kid to get into MARSOC, it's easier.
So I went,
Yeah.
well, it's a
You know,
maturity thing.
There is
Well,
exactly.
Because
I've-
it's probably a lot like the Army where the number one attrition rate during selection is actually the peer. It's not that you couldn't do it, it's you get peered out.
I have a good friend of mine, my buddy Galen Theus. He's now a C-130 pilot. He originally, when he was a sergeant, tried to go MARSOC, made it all the way through selection, passed everything, and then at the very end, during the fucking board process, they fucking denied him.
they peered him.
They peered him at the very end,
Yeah.
and they were because you're not mature enough.
Yeah,
And he's like, "Fuck."
yeah,
Yeah,
You know?
everybody thinks that it's just like I got to be a PT stud and a really good shot, and it's like nope,
Nope.
it's more mental than it is.
There is so much
anything
more to
else.
that.
And
Yeah, man.
after spending a couple days with Carson, I think he's probably on point for the maturity thing. So
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's impossible for a
Yeah.
young kid to do it. I'm not saying that at all. It's just that most of the guys that you'll meet
I mean, it's just like 18
Well,
series. How many 18-year-old
when
kids
Matt was
in
here-
18 series do you have? Do you know?
when Matt was here,
Not many.
well, yeah, but
When-
by the time they get through all the schools,
when Matt
they're
was
not
here, he
18
talked about it
anymore.
on the show. And
Yeah.
Matt was like, you know, I went in, I was in for a while, I did this, I did this, I did this. Then I dropped my packet.
Yeah.
Then he went through the pipe. And so at that
Yeah.
point, you're 5, 6, 7 years in.
Yeah,
I mean, the pipe's 2 years long.
3.
I mean,
Is it 3?
Yeah,
that's long as fuck.
Fuck.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So
You know, though, I appreciate that, though. Being like a member of society, I appreciate knowing that we have like pipe hitters like that are fucking properly trained
when-
to a standard
when
that is
they
unflagging.
when they start
you know, like,
when they start throwing the phrase around like the quiet professional, it's literally like it's a long enough period of time where you can go like, yeah, he's a pro. Not just like
Yeah.
he's efficient with his weapon.
Right.
Like that's a pro. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, for sure, dude.
But anyway, got to hang out with those guys, and then I shot a pig and a deer. So
Let's see. You.
I've heard about these shots. I
I've
heard
never seen a bigger smile on your face than in that picture with you and the pig.
right,
You were smiling. You
Did
were
see
so
the smile
happy.
on the pig's face. He
The pig
happy.
was smiling too. Yeah.
dude, if you got killed by the one and only immortal, you'd be fucking you'd be
Fucking
like
facts,
If
man.
I had to go out,
Yeah.
this is the way I want to go. Just saying. But I heard about the deer shot
Yeah,
before the show.
yeah.
Apparently, Grandpa still got game.
Fucking still got it.
How far out?
I think it was. What,
It was about 242 yards.
plus or minus a couple inches.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Depending on which way it was leaning.
So I ranged it.
Where'd you put the round?
Exactly where I wanted to.
Where at?
Right behind the
is-
shoulder blade.
That's the most humble,
double lung.
Oh
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
humble
And-
flex
and,
ever. Where'd you put the
it
round?
fucking nailed it.
Right through all three
where
of
I
them.
wanted.
Literally, like
The only thing that
So-
sucks is that it ruins the heartmeat.
I'm watching.
So, like, it
I'm
sucks.
watching. I'm
The
watching
heart's
through the
delicious.
scope.
We got a story about that. So
I'm watching through the scope. He's watching, or he's getting ready to shoot. I range it, call it a distance, get fucking dope, everything's dialed in. And the deer's just fucking around, not really facing the right way or anything like that. And as soon as it turns, I'm like, send it. And he's like, got it. Wow. And this deer, I mean, it didn't even half step. It
was just-
it hit,
But
crumbled, kicked twice. That was it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that meat's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
A bit,
No
if it's dying
stress.
that fast, dude.
That's what I was
No
just,
stress
like,
at
as soon
all.
as like I'm watching
It's
through
like,
the
oh,
scope.
it fell down and I'm dead.
I'm watching through the scope and I fucking, hear the shot, fucking deer drops. I'm like, nice fucking shot. I'm like, God damn.
and then when we went back and cleaned it, we
I learned a new method.
yeah.
I learned a gutless quartering method.
I don't like doing gutless method.
Dude, why?
Two reasons. One,
Hold on. Did you just inhale that cigar?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I noticed that right. Because I watched him draw the
He
cigar
does
and
it
go,
all the time.
I don't like
Yeah.
the gutless method. I was like,
Yeah, I have a problem. I'm definitely getting cancer.
well, it's a good thing all of us love you because you apparently don't love yourself. Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, mainly tenderloins.
Nope, no problem.
Got him.
Got him out
Inside
super
loins?
clean. Yep.
Without gutting it.
Yep. Dude, it blew my mind. I was like,
you
oh my
just don't
God.
get to keep the rib cage.
Yeah,
but
you don't get
other-
red meat.
other
Which
than that, it
white
was
tails, you
everything.
no,
There's
most
nothing
people don't
on
keep
there.
red meat anyways.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
It
on
is.
there.
I'll explain it to you afterwards, so I can go through all the
Mikey
details.
feels like
stuff
he's been
that.
ripped off right now.
But dude, like he's like, I start fucking helping.
Because
I'm like,
I could gut my deer fast. I can get a deer gutted and skinned
I'm pretty
in, fucking,
good at it.
in like
And
15
so
minutes.
I asked the
I'm
dude, I'm like, you want me to help? He's like, yeah, but I'm going to do a gutless method. I'm like, whoa, you're going to do what? And he's like, yeah, we got this really cool way. And they hang it up he hung it by his feet. And I was just like, you have my full attention right now. It's like, I'll help you skin it. And I'm going to watch everything you do after that.
Yeah.
And he fucking did the whole thing. And then another guy got another deer. And so I just immediately jumped on and just started doing it all on my own. Fucking got the cape off and everything and quartered the whole I was done. I was just like, that's amazing.
Huh.
I'm like, I'll explain it to you. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It blew my mind.
I'm interested to hear.
Changed everything I'm going to do.
Jazz, how was your weekend, pal?
I had a pretty good weekend, man. Sunday I played video games quite literally like all day.
Nice.
And Saturday went to the gym, hurt myself in there for a little bit. And then during the day though, had to go run some errands and stuff. Took the wife to go do some mandatory shopping things. Had to go buy Bath and Body Works because that's a thing. Why is everybody giggling and looking at their phones?
Justin just put a meme out in the fucking Freedom Friends group, and it's
Somebody please tag Jack
Yeah,
Mandeville.
that's
in that
about
meme.
right.
it hits home.
So, yeah, I mean, it was pretty chill. This time of year, though,
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's really doing a lot,
That
right?
was, that was the nice thing about hunting. I got cold, and then it warmed up during the day.
Yeah,
And then I got cold.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nice. I haven't been
Cold.
in the weather in a while.
yeah. I got in
so.
the high 20s, low 30s.
Yeah.
I respect it.
By the way, I need to know if you want anything.
Oh yeah, Saturday I stayed.
What's
I think I
up?
stayed in bed till like 10
Yeah.
or something like that. And then, but this week, I know this is. I said earlier this is the last show of the year, but it's actually Christmas week. for us. So this week we're spending the time finishing up the house and getting everything ready because we're hosting all the families
Yay.
on our side for Christmas dinner. So
I've kind of been talking to your wife about it at work,
yeah.
about how, like, her family keeps jamming her. Keeps, like, fucking, they're like, hey, look, we're not doing fucking gifts. And they're like, okay, can you buy this gift? And she's
Yeah.
like, no,
like,
go
what
fuck yourself.
The fuck?
Like, what part of no gifts do you not understand?
No, it gets better
Fuckface?
because then they're trying to like guilt us into getting gifts, right?
Yeah.
So we decided to do dinner, and the people we invited did exactly what any adult does, right? And go like, okay, cool. Can I bring anything? And we were like, yeah, bring a side or a dessert or whatever, and we'll do it. So her dad's birthday is in December. So it like just happened.
He got jammed.
Well, so he got a new smoker
Yeah.
for his birthday.
Nice.
So her dad decides that he's going to do like a brisket, a turkey, and ribs to bring to Christmas dinner.
Has he done it before?
I don't know.
Do you need a backup?
Yeah. So I was like, okay. I mean, like, I'm all about brisket on Christmas, but
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, he just got this fucking smoker. So fuck. So yeah, but then it turned into like, well, since we're bringing all the meat and now you don't really have to buy anything for Christmas dinner, do you want to buy this gift?
Nobody
and I was
fucking
like,
told you to bring all the meat.
I was like, first off, yeah, nobody told you to bring the meat. And secondly, because you're bringing a brisket, doesn't mean that we're still not putting on the entire fucking dinner. Like, we're
That's
just
how I'm
going to
saying it from
slam
now
this
on.
brisket down on
brisket.
I am cooking brisket.
I'm like, so, yeah, it's just, and yeah, but then it turns into exactly what I did to you when you called me and you were like, by the way, you can just be mad, but I got you a Christmas gift. And I was like, motherfucker, I told you I wasn't doing Christmas this year. And you were
So-
like, yeah, fucking get over it.
Haley and I said the same thing to each other. Like, I was like, look, I'm gonna buy gifts for everybody else, but you and me, we're good, right? And she's like, yeah,
And then she got you shit.
this bitch.
Yeah.
I already got him one. She bought me new lifters.
Nice.
Bought me new Reebok fucking lifters, which I know aren't cheap.
Those are the good ones.
And I'm like, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. She bought me the fucking Whoopi fucking Snuggie, which
Nice.
I slept with last night, and it's phenomenal. Right? And I'm like, you piece of shit. I didn't get you fuck all. And now I'm the biggest cunt I'm the biggest asshole on the planet.
Right.
I'm like, you fucking, she's like, I don't remember us having that conversation. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
don't
you
you fucking do
motherfucker.
that. Don't you fucking do that. I know you fucking remember this
See, I
conversation.
totally cheated because we said we weren't doing Christmas at all. My wife said she needed makeup,
No.
like normal stuff, like foundation and like eyeliner or whatever. So we go up to Ulta or whatever, and we're walking around, and she got like the foundation she wanted, and I was like, cool. So like as she would like pick one thing, I would just like pick other things up and throw it in the basket. And then we got up, and at the end of it, we're supposed to get 2 things. There's like 12 things in the basket or whatever. And she's bringing it all out, and so I just like nudged her over and just stuck my card in the machine. I was like,
Merry Christmas.
because if I had gone and picked up that shit on my own, I'd have fucked it all up.
Well, like,
I got to come back with the wrong colors and the wrong this, that, and the
well,
other.
like I told Haley, and I've told you this plenty of times, like, I don't need a fucking day to buy someone a present. Like, if I see something that I think you'll
and you
like,
think about somebody else, yeah.
like if I see something in fucking March and I'm like, man, fucking John would really like this, and I buy it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and that's how I'm always am with my wife and I. Like, it's like we're like, hey, I buy what the fuck I want.
Right.
If I see
Yeah,
something I
exactly.
think she likes, she'll buy what she wants, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I was like, look, we don't need to worry about Christmas.
That's
You
the
and I.
perk of being an adult.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't need a fucking day to buy fucking anything.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get it. It's nice. Christmas, sure, whatever. But and honestly, the only perk of buying shit around Christmas time is the deals.
The sales.
You know what I mean? It's the sales and
Yeah.
shit after Black Friday, which,
Yeah, because straight up, the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas, the deals are so much better than they ever are on Black
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Ask John about a 6.5 he built last
Oh,
year.
it was Black Friday.
Yeah, he did that on Black Friday.
Yeah.
But the shit afterwards,
Yeah.
because they're trying to dump inventory for the year, so everything
Sure.
just gets crazy cheap.
Well, I mean, it was recently explained to me why they call it Black Friday. It's because the whole fucking year you're in the red in retail.
yeah.
And then you need to make your nut between fucking
Yeah, the
Thanksgiving
amount
and
of
the end of
things
the
that
year.
you sell.
Yeah.
So that's why
takes
it's
you to
called
the
Black
Black-
Friday, because like you make your fucking nut for the year in that fucking month.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So to the
Like,
consumers out there, it's not Black Friday for any other reason other than
That's
you
the
just
start.
put corporates into the black.
Yeah.
It's
So,
the start of the sale season.
Yeah.
they literally are now in the black instead of the red.
I'm getting off easy this year because we close on a house January 15th.
That's a hell of a present for the whole family, though.
Yeah.
That's kind
Like,
of
boys, you're getting a fucking room.
Yeah.
yeah,
Get a new room.
yeah, new room and a pool and
Yeah.
like
You know, and so I don't
the ability to
I don't-
second mortgage this bitch to put you through college.
I just imagine fucking Clark Griswold as like, as Scott playing Clark Griswold, and he opens it up and it's like, no pool. Motherfucker.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, right.
Shitter's full.
Mikey, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was good, man. It was good. It was very relaxing. I didn't really fucking do much. All right, I'm gonna catch shit for this. Saturday, I didn't do fuck all. I was supposed to. I had a prior engagement that got rained out because of the rain in the morning. Because I was playing Santa Claus for Satmar. We did Satmar Santa.
Saw your story.
And yeah, and so I played Santa Claus on Sunday. We ended up pushing to Sunday. Went to a couple parks. Had like some of the guys on motorcycles in front of us, like reindeer.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting in the back of the truck dressed as Santa, like
That's
in my
cool.
buddy's truck. Like we would stop like around the corner from the fucking park, and we would set up, and I'd get in the back of the truck, and then me and one of the elves and another elf was driving, and we were all dressed up, and we'd go and
Nice.
hand out, like we had like a big bag of like little bags of like swag, like candy canes and
Yeah.
yo-yos and bouncy balls and shit in them and stuff, and we'd throw them to kids. So we did that on Sunday, and then after we got done with the two parks, I went and shout out to my boy Kent Rudiman. I've been yelling at Kent. Kent's half Filipino. I've been yelling at him for 5 fucking years now because I want lumpia, and he never fucking comes through.
Yeah.
Finally, this weekend, he was like, "We got to stop by my house real quick. I got to go inside and grab something, and then I'll take you to your appointment because I had a beard appointment."
Yeah.
He runs into his house, comes out with a fucking tray of like 40 fucking lumpia.
What is that? I have no idea.
It's basically a Filipino egg roll,
Ah,
but it's like got like pork in it. They're fucking amazing. I could eat that shit daily for the rest of my life, and I would be happy.
I want to know what the wrapper on those things is made out of.
Some kind of rice paper or some
Yeah,
shit.
because it's not like it's closer to like a spring roll than it is like an egg roll.
It's like crunchy.
But it's not as chewy as like a spring roll.
Yeah,
Like I don't know how to.
it's weird, man.
I'm not describing it
they're
properly.
they're amazing.
They're super good, but
But he gave me like a fucking tray, fucking
so good.
full.
And then the pork ones, because the vegetable ones are just a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, that's who the fuck does that? I mean,
Fucking
but then his mom even threw in like this
Communists.
this special chili sauce from Thailand. That she's like, this is the best stuff to go with it. Is what we use in the Philippines, and like gave me like this bottle of chili sauce too with it. I was like,
Nice.
fuck yeah. Then I went and got my beard cut.
use too much of it though, you start tucking back and catfishing people and Omegle and shit.
lady boy.
I mean, shit. I cut enough beard off. It was almost a sex change. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and now I almost don't recognize myself when I look in the fucking mirror because I've looked like a homeless man for so goddamn long. And
I have to
Good,
admit,
good,
man,
buddy.
I think the short one actually works for you better.
yeah, what's fucked up is like I posted a picture of it, and I've gotten hit on by dudes the whole time. Like, it's just been like, oh, smash all my buddies and shit. Either that or like it'll be like somebody who's known me for years, be like, man, you look like you're almost attractive. I'm like, man, fuck you. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, but yeah.
No,
And
I
then,
think the shorter beard actually works for you.
it's not bad. I feel more operator. It's this is like back to
You
operator
look,
beard.
you look a little Blackwater.
Yeah, this is
I
back
don't know
to
about
operator.
operator, but
Yeah.
Blackwater. I'll
This
get
is
you.
this is
Yeah.
more contractor beard.
Yeah.
yeah. But probably the last time I had my beard about this height was probably
Yeah, that's a war crimes beard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was when I was contemplating war crimes. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a war crime beard.
yeah.
He's
John?
got more of the operator beard going on because it's like sort of short, but it's
I'm,
also sort of
I
unkempt.
call that the interpreter beard.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
also
This
you know,
it's about to get trimmed up a little bit here
Yeah.
shortly too.
but also looks like he's about to shut your mission
I got-
down for
I got
about
a
an hour
good
and a
guy.
half to the call to prayer.
Your guy's so far away. I'm just gonna find a guy in New Braunfels and fucking.
Oh yeah, you live there now. Yeah,
But I think I'm gonna go pretty short.
like he's about 40 minutes from here.
Fuck.
Like, I'll drive.
Yeah.
To
No, I
have-
know he does a good job. I
You
see
know
it.
what I mean? And then like
mean,
with
I'd
my
fuck it.
eyebrows. Like he fucking like does your
The
eyebrows
boys
and
up
shit.
at,
Like I mean, it's
the
fucking
boys up at
impressive.
the-
I remember during quarantine when your eyebrows almost touched your beard.
They did. They grew.
that shit was crazy.
They grew across my forehead into my fucking sideburns and shit. My beard was like up to my eyes. I was like, what the fuck?
The boys from the gym go to some place in New Braunfels called Matador or something like
Okay.
that. They say the guy's really good.
Nice.
Guy's named Frank.
Frank.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frank, trim me up.
Yep. I had to get it done. I got a fancy suit I get it. I'm gonna look all fucking. I don't even know, snazzy. I don't know a
Spiffy?
good fucking word for it.
Dapper?
Yeah.
Be dapper.
We'll try to get cleaned up as best I can.
Debonair.
Just dapper as fuck.
Mhm.
I like it.
So
So, John, I take it your weekend was pretty much on par with Scott's.
My
'cause
weekend
you
was
were there.
actually fucking amazing, and I know Scott. I think he downplayed his weekend a little bit because I think he
does that.
an amazing time.
Yeah.
But no, I went up there. Scott went up there as a shooter. I went up there as
You were guiding.
as a guide or a host with Hero Sports. So my job wasn't to shoot anything. My job was to help facilitate the hunts for the veterans that were out there and to help facilitate everything else that was going on. Like the
Even though I think you killed more than anybody up there.
yeah, but
wait, killed more, killed more, or smashed more?
killed,
Oh.
murdered.
You know that fancy little 22 I got.
Yeah.
I was fucking going to
The,
town. on these
the
birds.
little Tweety birds. The little Tweety birds are paying the price.
Click.
Yep.
Oh
click,
god,
click.
there were like
That
two,
thing's quiet enough. You won't blow out your area.
no, they're like 10 feet away. There were 2 red stag cows that were just sitting there, and I'm just fucking making feathers go everywhere, and these cows are fucking barely moving,
Yeah, nobody
like
cared.
nothing at all.
That's awesome.
That is a fancy
But,
ass fucking. That's a fancy ass little
Yeah, that
rifle.
22 is fucking
but
sexy.
essentially
Took it
all,
out to 300 yards
Yeah.
or today or over the weekend.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Nice.
essentially all I was doing is I was just trying to create some bait for predators, so that way we could get a predator kill from
Oh,
one of
there
the
you
You're
go.
trying to get a
There you
coyote
go.
or something.
We did see a coyote for about 2.5 seconds,
Yeah,
and then it just fucking disappeared.
Motherfucker, do you want to come over to my house with that fucking 22? Because I've got a pack of coyotes behind my fucking place.
If they're within 200 meters, we could take
They
some
are.
out.
Because
Yeah.
those motherfuckers, they sit there. They're so close you can hear them bark.
Can
Not
you see
howl,
them?
Yeah.
bark.
They're yipping.
No,
Yeah, we-
I'm talking literally sounds like there's just dogs behind my place. Like they're
It
back there
could
just.
be wild dogs.
No, they're coyotes.
Packs of wild
Because
dogs
then
running
dogs
rampant
and
in the
dogs.
streets.
Little,
then-
little dock
You like
tie.
dags?
One of them starts up and then it's just for an hour and a half.
See, because I hear coyotes yipping and shit behind my house all
Oh
the
my
time.
God.
Because I'm on the green belt, and so like the park, and then there's like a fucking there's a drainage area or
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
and some
these
trees.
motherfuckers, they're
back there all
so
the
close
time.
because they started building that new neighborhood. What was all that green
Oh,
belt?
yeah.
Now there's a neighborhood that's being put in and they cleared it all and it pushed them all over. So now they're in that, and then so they've only got about a 75-yard run between the park belt thing, like the trail, and where the golf course is. And then that neighborhood pushed them all in, so they're just inside this tiny little bubble. And they'll get so fucking loud. I've got my TV like 75% volume just cranked over. I can't hear anything over that fucking pack. So if you're ever bored and just want to come fucking sit on my patio and drink,
If my neighbors happen to listen to this, I hear that every day too, and I'm going to start with my backyard. So
You don't have a green belt, buddy.
I know. Shut your fucking dogs up. Shut your fucking dogs up. Literally every day
fucking terrible.
for hours.
Dude, they're dogs. They bark.
Oh my god, no.
no,
that's on the people.
It
though.
is. It
that's
is.
the
It's
owner.
it's the owner being
100%
I didn't
the
say I
owner.
was going to shoot the dog. I did not say that.
You want a prime example? You've met Steve up at the gym.
Yeah.
And Steve's little dog, Gideon. He's a great little dog.
Oh, amazing.
But he had a habit of barking at absolutely everything because he's like half beagle.
That's what they do.
Steve got a fucking bark collar and put it on him with a remote.
Like a good owner?
And when that dog started going apeshit, just boop. And you know what? All of that bark to pay attention to me, it's fucking mine bullshit, stopped.
Real
Real
quick.
fucking quick.
Yeah. That'll,
So
science.
Yeah.
shut your fucking dogs up.
Yeah.
I'm all about you owning a dog, but
Yeah. I got terrible neighbors.
That
cool
sucks.
house though.
No, my new one.
And the new one's a great
No,
house.
I'm talking the one.
No,
yeah,
the
but you
one
got what,
I'm in now.
25
I
days
know.
left?
I know. I'm trying. Self control.
You be all right,
Self control. Breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
You
they'll
be all
live.
right. So
Don't do murder. Don't do murder.
speaking of cool neighbors, man, I've never met any of the neighbors that I live with. We came home the other day and there was the neighbors that live across literally right across
Yeah.
from me, who are the only other ones that like decorate or anything.
Right.
Left a little thing of cookies in front of
Nice.
our door that literally said from 1303 to 1304. Like there was no names on it. It just had the numbers on it. I was like, you know what? I respect it. So before we left the house today, we left a little box of cookies for them that said from 1304 to 1303.
Speaking of which, we got little boxes of treats
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
from the lovely Caitlin.
my house smelled
Mine are half
amazing
gone
today.
already.
What is this?
Delicious.
That is a Dutch nut cookie.
Tastes like some Dutch nut.
Where did you get the Dutchman?
Give me that powdered sugar, sweetened sugary nut.
What is that?
The fuck? What? Seriously? Are you TikToking
I
during the
got
show?
nothing. My phone's just doing its own fucking thing right now.
What the fuck, man?
Wow.
No idea.
So,
I don't know what the fuck. Sorry, guys. My phone
wow.
just decided to fucking.
Anyways.
Hey, swipe to your play thing.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
So, anyways, the world continues to be an interesting fucking place. Did you see the most recent headline out of fucking Australia?
No, I've been newsless for a couple days and it's been wonderful.
So-
nice.
This isn't from the news. This was one of those like articles that one of my friends found and decided that they were going to share it. It was important enough to share it to social media and shit like that.
Look at this motherfucker. John,
So-
look at your cigar compared to mine.
Perfing that shit.
Dude, mine's dry as fuck.
Yeah,
But,
mine's going.
mine's
down
not dry.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, mine's not dry. Mine feels good. So the article reads, half of Australia
You want
covered
touch
in
this?
sea snake infested foam.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did you see people? I saw people fucking in the wave.
So
They're
this shit is
fucking in the
apparently
wave?
Probably you can't see shit. You just walk into it and it's just like foam. Like,
Oh, I did see that.
so
gross
apparently
looking.
all of like South Auckland and all of the Gold Coast and shit.
well, Auckland's in New Zealand.
Yeah, this is South Auckland, which is
In South New Zealand.
northern Australia. But apparently the entire coast of like northwestern Australia is covered in this sea foam from these rabid storms that have come through.
Okay.
And it's taken over this huge swath of land. But when it blew it all inland, it also carried 32 different species of poisonous sea snake. And they were saying that on certain days they were finding like half a cow and like rubbish and trees and like all this shit in the foam. So they're like, please don't go play in the foam.
Well, that's
It's
what
actually very dangerous. Somebody lost their dog in it for 3 days.
Dude,
Like-
Australia genuinely wants to kill people. Like that area of the world is
Australia's been
come
trying
here
to
to get
suicide
murdered.
for the last year and a
Well,
half.
the first
yeah.
the first half of the year it was just on fire, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Does it work? How about?"
when you find an island and you put pretty much essentially prisoners on it,
Snipe.
And like hardcore prisoners too. Like,
eventually that place isn't going to be that fun anymore.
yeah. So
Being a criminal isn't genetic, though.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
No, but if that's like if their civilization started with no rules, essentially.
Yeah.
well, what I think Australia really boils down to is, you know, when people will like, I'm going to go out in the wilderness for a week and test myself. Australians
go
are
to
just
Australia.
like, that's just every day, mate.
What do you mean
you talking about
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Got it.
Like, you see those pictures that come out of people going out to their car doors to like reach in, and there's a fucking spider underneath their car door the size of a baseball glove that's just like, morning. And you're just like, what the fuck?
They're like, ah, fuck. Get out of here,
Yeah.
fuck. Get out of here, you cunt. Ah.
Well, they're sitting there going in the bathroom, and there's like a whole python that's crawling out of their toilet and shit. And you're like, what the?
Dude, I've been deathly afraid of that shit since I was a kid.
Of
That
a
was
snake
like
just coming out of the toilet?
that was a phobia of mine when I was a little kid. Like I wouldn't shit in the downstairs bathroom
Can you imagine?
because I was worried that like a snake was gonna bite me in my balls or something.
Can you imagine how horrific that would be for like a copperhead to bite your fucking nutsack while you're taking a shit, though?
It would be terrible.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah, I have a
frightening.
fucking. It's
frightening.
It's
Go
a
home.
genuine fear.
I
Go,
would
go home with that tonight.
I wouldn't shit again
good
for the
now.
rest of my life.
Okay.
I've shit in enough weird places in the world now. I'm fine, but
Yeah.
it took me a while to get over that fear.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd never shit again, but you'd probably always just like shit in a bucket. Just be
I-
like, not using the
I would-
toilet.
I would learn how to shit standing up.
Yeah.
Shitting in the shower.
Yeah, fair. That's when you go to John's place and all of his toilets have the little grate like over the drain, and it's like, how does this work? And he's like, you just take the brush and you break it up so that it goes through the.
I got a poop knife.
It's just urinals. That's it.
It's just urinals. You shit in the
bend
urinal.
over.
Who made Dookie in a urinal?
It's a great thing to do in a bar though when you really want to confuse the drunk people. Is just go in there and shit in the urinal.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No,
it's
that's a horrible
It's a fucking
idea.
dick move because later the bar back has to clean that shit up.
I'm not a
'Cause I
bar
don't-
back.
No, goddamn well, the bartender is not. I know that. I know that much.
I was talking to Cody the other day and I was like, hey, I got a question for you. Why is nobody like snap to the fact that the dude at the gym that's spotting you is also your bartender.
Huh?
The guy that's standing there tending the bar that you're moving up and down
That's silly.
is also your fucking bartender.
That is.
Wow.
I got you, Justin.
Wow.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good dad joke.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's a
Maybe
pretty
I
good
get a
dad
lighter.
joke.
I'm gonna try this death bucket.
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
We just had a free
There you go.
man walk in here.
Fine, my lighter's not good enough for
Sort
you. I
of.
get it.
We
He's
did.
married and has 4 kids.
Yeah,
So
we did.
Well,
Mr.
I mean,
free is a loose definition.
a known freedom friend just walked into the Warfighter Tobacco Studios. Mr. Chris Freeman. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
And he becomes bearing gifts.
Oh my goodness.
Little
bottle of
Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden Dark Rye.
Oh, you're a good
And you know
fucking
what?
dude.
You know what? He is a good fucking dude because not only did he bring this, he brought Dave
Yeah, sodas.
some sodas.
And I want to
Goddamn.
shout out.
All of you fucking
Because,
freedom
like-
friends out there that have paid enough attention to figure out that
Yeah. Matthew fucking Hillaboss.
Oh, yes.
Once again, you fucking badass, man.
I consider Dave a very good friend of mine,
Yeah.
and I used to try to get that motherfucker to drink with me.
I know, you're a dick.
I'm an asshole.
You're a piece of shit.
You
You're a piece of
fucking-
all
shit.
these sons of bitches are like,
I know.
here's craft cola.
Yeah, man. They're like giving him fucking like today we had a supply drop from Matthew Hilligoss out there.
We took care of everybody.
Yeah, like fucking he got each one of us a bottle of JMO, the producer team a fucking 6-pack of beer.
Because they're not hard liquor drinkers. And
Yeah.
then
And
got
Dave
A 6-pack of Dad's
Pops.
root beer. Or
Yeah,
Pops
dad
root beer.
or
Dad's
dad's
root beer.
whatever. However they phrase it.
Is
or
it
whatever.
Dad's root beer?
Dad's old
old-fashioned
fashioned
root
root
beer.
beer.
Yeah. Well, it's just fucking it's courtesy, man. And
Not to mention the
Chris
cherries.
just walks in, brings us a bottle of the fucking fine fucking rye whiskey. That is a very
Yeah.
good bottle.
And then a couple of bottles of
couple
fucking
of bottles of
craft cola for
craft
the
soda for
the
him.
Dave
And
over there.
Chris.
So
Last time I brought in the bottle, I was like, hey, you want something? I don't drink. I was like, that's right.
Chris,
but see, that just shows you paid
you're
attention.
more than welcome to grab a glass and some ice.
And you're welcome to
you can dig
anything
into
that is
anything.
around
We have
here.
so many
much
fucking
fucking
I
bottles.
don't know if
booze.
you've noticed, but we have a lot of booze on
They're
the bar, man.
everywhere. You know the worst part is I'm used to it. And if I wasn't used to this and I walked in and I saw this bar, 2 things would have happened. 1, holy fucking shit. And 2, y'all are a bunch of fucking alcoholics.
Right? We do look like alcoholics, like straight
Take
up.
a
but-
minute and shop because there's some
There's
hidden
some
gems
very
around.
Speaking
Fine,
of which,
fine.
parked behind us and has been smoking a cigar back there is another freedom friend. Cody's hanging
that's
out in the
right. Cody's in
background.
the
Cody,
back.
if you're thirsty, man, the
Yeah,
bar
dude,
is open.
we have
buddy.
a lot.
Like,
Take your fucking pick, man.
You don't have to ask. So
So Cody's the owner of Top Tier Strength in New Braunfels, Texas.
This is the famous gym that
That
you and
is.
Jazz are going to.
Now I gotta talk to you guys real quick about Cody's diet. Cody's diet might be the most amazing diet that I've ever seen in my entire life. Right?
it's
Every
only
single
2 things.
time I've seen him, he's either drinking chocolate milk,
That's good post workout.
he's eating fucking any Little Debbie's fucking snack. Honey buns, all kinds of shit. All of it. I'm like, dude, do you ever eat anything that's like semi-healthy? He's like, oh yeah, all the time. I'm like, how come I only see you eating shit?
the only 2 things I have ever seen him eat are rice and turkey.
No, never seen it.
So-
Didn't happen.
No, when we did the shoot, we got barbecue. I watched him eat barbecue.
Oh yeah. So at HEB,
Not healthy.
at HEB they
Protein.
sell those little like 1 pound tubs of turkey.
Mm-hmm.
So I see him literally will have like a plate of rice and then just dump that thing on it and like mix it together and he
Yeah.
shovels that or honey buns. It's
I
the
see him
only 2
slamming
things.
half gallons of chocolate milk
It's the
constantly.
only 2 things I ever see him eat is rice and turkey or honey buns. Like that's it.
And he's in
That's-
great shape. man.
Great
This is
fucking
bullshit.
shape. That's
And
what I'm
that's
like.
the thing.
How does this work? Do I need to switch to that? Is that the key?
Because he
telling
eats
you.
like that and
You know
then
what it is?
and then
It's-
squats 405 for sets with like banded.
You know what
and
it
you're
is
just
though?
like, what
It's because
the fuck?
he's an officer.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
This is a do as I say, not as I do
it's
scenario.
a special officer trait.
Yeah.
That they have. They have like metabolism boost or some shit. It's like-
yeah, we're gonna teach this at the academies, and you can't ever tell an enlisted. All you have to do is take this pill, and you're in great shape. And
Yeah.
that's,
So
Yeah.
apparently, have you heard about peptides?
no.
Peptides is like the new Hollywood fucking thing that a lot of like actresses and actors are doing.
How is this new? We've known about
What it-
peptides for like a hot fucking minute.
Well, I haven't.
I haven't.
He doesn't know about
What
it.
is it?
You might have, because maybe you're the only one that
Well, I
reads
paid
fucking
attention in chemistry class. So I'm sorry.
The one motherfucker who doesn't need to know is the one who knows it.
Thanks for telling us, Chaz.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Skinny
We
people
all went to
secrets.
fucking high school. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, but some
I'm sorry, the
school,
education
man.
system in Baltimore
some
sucked.
of us had a life and didn't pay
Something
attention.
to fucking throw at Jazz.
All I did in high school was drag race and fuck. I still went to chemistry
me too,
class.
actually.
And I'm all out of tires.
All out of rubber.
I'm gonna start throwing these. I'm gonna keep these shot glasses handy, so I just fucking start
That's
chucking.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's better than a kick or a stool or an empty bottle.
Speaking of, no,
Jesus.
I went through tires like fucking water in high school. That was the unfortunate part. Mickey Thompsons get pricey.
No. I had a 79 Trans Am and I bought a set of Mickey Thompson like the slicks, the bias ply ones, and I burned on them motherfuckers hard for 4 years.
Oh, see, I was running.
Never had to replace them.
I was running.
It was the best money I've ever.
I was running
spent
the
on tires.
295/60 Mickey Thompson drag radials
Yeah.
because I was living in fucking Pennsylvania, and I had to have the radials because I daily drove my drag car. So
I had like an 86.
I needed to be able to actually like get rid of
Had an
water.
88 Ford Bronco.
Otherwise, because I drove an El Camino.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't able to get rid of the water in the
73
rear, my car was just sideways like everywhere I went. The problem with it is that the roads up there fucking suck. So about every 6 months, I was replacing these drag radials in the back of my car.
Problem in Nebraska was the roads were like they had the
So you were going airborne?
no, they had the what do you call that?
Like the ruts.
The ruts.
The
They had
tires.
the
Oh.
ruts.
Yeah.
And I had bias ply tires, so I'd be driving and my ass end would be like going back and forth, following the fucking trails. It was bad.
I'm in. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
No.
What?
Yeah, that's not
Christmas.
going to happen.
I'm drinking.
You two were talking. Me and John are doing our own thing.
Oh, okay.
Give me one of those.
So,
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you. I needed
how
this.
out of all the conversations that we've ever had, Scott, how have we not ever talked cars?
We have a couple times. But I think
that's true.
the main car conversation we had
Mikey, you just want to do fucking shots all night.
What's how
Let's keep
every
going.
E3 in the military owns a Pontiac
fucking
Sunfire
hammered.
at some point?
these guys.
Yeah.
What do you two fuckers want to talk about?
Yeah, this ought to
I'm
be awesome.
listening.
No, we're listening. I'm
Yeah.
into it.
What do you want to talk about?
We can talk about cars. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I had a 73 Blazer in high school.
See,
You
that's,
you'd appreciate the motor. We pulled
but
a.
you had a K-Blazer.
Yeah, had a big one.
Yeah.
And we pulled a 327 out of a 68 Stingray and
See,
put it in there.
it's a great motor.
Great fucking motor. It had enough torque.
For all of you that don't
but,
know, a 327 is a D-stroked 350.
Yeah.
So you get a higher compression ratio.
I had an 88 Ford Bronco, and it had
a good year.
It had a 4.9 liter straight six.
yeah.
pull a fucking phone pole out of the ground with that bitch.
Yeah, but you
dude.
can't outrun shit. That's how they caught OJ.
Exactly,
John.
Yeah,
So the Bronco you had,
Yeah.
did you like it?
I fucking loved it.
Now, if you would compare that to like a Bronco 2,
Oh fuck that
Oh,
piece
fuck
of shit.
a Bronco too.
Remember
okay,
that
so
fucking-
Ford, why the fuck did you come back out with the
Fuck
Bronco 2? Nobody wants a Bronco 2.
Fuck that new
Give us
Bronco.
a full size Bronco,
The
god damn
first
it.
Bronco, what you're talking about is the Bronco Sport, and that's the first one that came out.
But even the-
in like February,
Yes,
the
but
actual
no.
Bronco is
No,
coming.
but that's still the Bronco 2 style.
that thing's big.
Yeah, but it's Bronco 2 style.
It's big.
It's not
I
fucking.
don't know, man. It's not like the
It's
old
not
ones.
the fucking Bronco.
I like the old.
It's not the
boxy
OG.
You're talking about a
fucking-
K.
It's not the
K
OJ
Bronco.
Bronco.
The Bronco that I had was literally a carved out chunk of steel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it was
I-
a
Well,
tank.
never-
It was the closest thing to a tank you
called
could
it,
have.
I called it my logging truck because we used to go off roading all the time. And I'd literally be going down a trail and I'd bounce it off a fucking tree and I'd leave blue paint on the tree. And then the next week we'd go back, I'd take that whole motherfucking tree out.
Yeah.
Like gone.
So
Like,
the-
not a dent, not a scratch, not anything on my
Be
truck.
like, I'm getting my fucking paint back.
Yeah, it's mine.
What it really comes down to is manufacturing shortcuts and safety. They'll never make cars like that again.
No,
Well, I get that, but you can make
And then
them look like that again.
Well, you can't because of safety. We literally can't get that block of just fucking power anymore.
I don't know.
They even did it to the Wrangler. Go look at the new Wranglers. And you're like, kind of looks like a Wrangler. Also kind of looks a little curvier and a little fucking more comfy than a Wrangler should be. Because I'm sorry, but if you're like, I fucking love the way my Wrangler drives, you don't drive a real Wrangler.
yeah, you don't drive a Wrangler.
Like,
I just
I
think
can
it's
and I
confirm
can
that one.
say that because I drove a real
For
Wrangler.
15 years, I drove a Wrangler.
And if you drive that bitch for longer than about half an hour, you're like, I bought the wrong fucking car. Like, this is fucking terrible.
Dude, I towed when I moved to Texas.
Yeah.
I drove my Wrangler towing a fucking U-Haul
Did the
trailer
same thing.
all the way here, and it was like
When I moved back 3.5
Fuck.
years ago, I drove back literally your Wrangler, but the Rubicon.
yeah.
towing a fucking U-Haul. And I drove that bitch from North Carolina to San Antonio.
When I moved across country, when I moved from California back east, I towed my Wrangler in a U-Haul
See, that's
truck.
smart.
That was better. I
And
would
the
rather
U-Haul-
drive a U-Haul truck
Then a Wrangler cross country.
Wrangler across country.
100%. 100%. Your new truck is sweet, though.
I like it. Yeah,
I've ridden in that a couple times now, and I'm like, this is a nice fucking truck.
it's nice, man. It's comfortable as fuck, man.
But
like
you,
it's
it still feels like you could go beat the shit out of it.
yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason I wanted the off road.
Speaking of new luxury, fuck me, buddy. Like, what are you doing later? Because that truck makes me want to fucking make choices.
Yeah, what is that?
I'm
You?
getting a massage.
That's him. That's him.
I'm getting a massage.
You get a new one?
That motherfucker out there, that's him. He and his boy, they don't have matching trucks anymore. How do you feel that he's broken the friendship bracelet?
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
That was the
It's sexy.
that was the
When'd you get-
happiest
when'd you get
vehicle
that?
purchase I've ever had in my life.
When'd you get it?
over the weekend.
Thursday night,
What year is that?
2020.
Nice. Nice.
Okay,
I
Joe,
pulled in, I was like-
we'll lift the veil.
I was like, who the fuck is this rich motherfucker? When
Yeah.
I pulled in.
There happens to be a brand new F-250 King Ranch
Yeah.
sitting in the parking lot that happens to belong to one John Simons, and it is a pretty
I'm
fucking
curious,
truck.
why is it blue with a red stripe though, man? I thought it was my thing.
You know, I,
Like, what the fuck, dude? Why you already took my pants in the video.
because your truck is black, and so
Right.
I had to keep that tradition going with the Freedom Friends.
Oh, okay.
Because he had a black truck, and then you got a black truck, so now he's got the blue and red stripe.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The worst thing is that
that's,
it's that-
that's true because
Oh,
there's
did
one
I-
thing you don't
did I
fuck
show
with.
you the license plate that
It's
was
that
available?
weird baby blue.
What'd you
though.
get?
I didn't get it. I don't think I'll get it.
Well,
but,
you talked about it last week a little bit. Yeah, why didn't you get that?
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can.
You
I
should
would have so
totally
much
get
respect.
So if
That's hilarious.
so, there's listeners.
Don't tell them because then somebody will take it.
Yeah, we have a lot of
I'm not
listeners
gonna
in
get it,
Texas,
so I'll say
man.
it. So
No,
so
'cause I might fucking get it, bitch. Like, don't fucking tell them.
but then okay, I won't say
Maybe
anything,
Jazz
man.
will get it. We don't know. It'll be funny.
Put that shit on the Mini.
Fuck yeah, dude. That would be the best fucking place for it. That would be amazing.
Put that shit on the Mini.
Only because nobody owns a Prius here.
So now that you have that big fucker, we need to go get ramps so I can drive my Mini into the bed of your truck.
How much did your car weigh?
Like 2,700.
Oh, I was looking at
What's
getting
bed weight?
well, no, I was looking at getting a
It'll hold it.
Diamondback
tonneau cover.
cover.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
I
a
can't
hard
park on
metal
top of
cover.
there. Yeah, no,
but
no.
it'll hold on top of the cover. It'll hold up to 1,600 pounds.
Yeah, I'm a little heavier
That
than
would have
that.
been funny.
that would have
though.
been fucking
Now,
sweet.
my Mini
just sit on top of it.
My Mini
No, it's a smart
before
car.
this
You get a
one,
smart car up
my
there.
Mini before this one, if we had taken the back seat, the rear seat delete and everything that I
Yeah.
wanted to do on it, I think I was going to come in at like 1,580 pounds.
I would have tried it.
Like, throw an extra 2x4 underneath it. We'll be fine.
No, it's fucking sweet.
We should
It's,
measure the wheelbase and see if I can fit in the bed of your truck.
That'd be funny.
Speaking of 2x4s, the fence is almost done.
Hey!
I'm just kidding. I haven't touched it since the last time we talked about it. Fuck.
I got a 2x4 story though.
Yeah.
It has to do with the gym.
Yeah.
So they're up there and there's all this beautiful equipment that's in the gym. You've been in there. It's
Yeah,
nice shit.
Great gym. Yeah.
Out of all the improvements that are going on up there, the two that are going to be the best is the bar is almost finished in the back.
And the hatchet throwing station.
And then a hatchet throwing station that's also being put in the back.
But, you know,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
functional fitness.
Dude,
Sure, dude. I was just at Stumpy's on Friday.
how do you know if your arm strength is getting any better if you don't have something to test against?
I was just at Stumpy's on
Why are you
Friday.
being weird, man? Just fucking pour what you want to pour.
He's
He needs ice. I'm in the way right now.
covering the ice.
There you go, sir.
Why are you being weird right now?
Tiny glaciers.
Just grab them.
Croutons. The ice croutons.
One of these days we'll get Cody on the microphone, but he's shy. So he's just on the camera right now, but he's
Here, I got this one's open, dude.
I appreciate that you grabbed mine though.
You can grab mine if you
Grab it
want.
by the neck,
I mean, there is more than enough to go around.
sling it around like a
At this
helicopter.
point, like we have booze for fucking days,
There's
man.
a bit of booze in here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
On the bar.
On
That's
the bar.
On the bar. That doesn't include what's back there. Fuck, we are alcoholics. Jesus Christ.
Well, apparently not because they're still here.
And we have 26
Yeah,
over
fair
there.
point.
Jesus Christ, man.
So, all right, boys.
Well, I want to talk about a couple of these bottles.
Yeah,
'cause,
we do.
We
Yeah.
got two of these bottles. John and I got in. Well, and I invited everybody here to this Facebook group.
I appreciate you
fucking lazy. inviting me
while I'm
Yeah.
unemployed. That was very cool of you.
Well, like somebody invited me. My buddy Chris Huerta invited me. He knew a dude from Quantico, Virginia that he served with out there who started this online bourbon exchange on Facebook, and was like, "Hey, I want to get a group together of guys to do bourbons, do like a bourbon exchange." And we were just originally it was just going to be like they're going to give us a number, we're going to send an address, and we send our bottle, we get a bottle, like And then they were like, "Hey, turns out we got a lot of dudes in San Antonio and a lot of dudes here in Virginia, so let's just do 2 meetups and then we'll Zoom call each other while we do our exchange."
Yeah.
So I went over there Friday night. I was at Stumpy's, and I went from Stumpy's up to Helotes, up to our friends at Texas
How's
Browns.
Jason doing?
He's good, man. He's good. Of course, I had to get that cream puff because that thing is fucking amazing. So I bought 2, and I brought one home to Haley. And Haley's like,
no, Jason from Stumpy's. How's Jason from Stumpy's?
"Oh, he wasn't there."
What?
No, he wasn't there. Lisa Marie was there.
Jason's a good dude.
I don't know if he's still involved with them or not.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Did he sell out?
I think he got bought.
It got
out.
interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about
I think
that
there's. Yeah, I think it's an offline
It happened,
conversation.
it happened a long time ago, and I don't remember all the details.
Yeah, it was a while back. Yeah, and then I went up there to
Texas Grounds, though, is the shit.
That place is amazing.
That cream puff will put you in a fucking coma, though.
Dude, I brought one home to Haley, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" She was like, "This thing is fucking amazing."
Did you get the regular one or did you get the family sized one?
No, dude, but have you seen that fucking thing?
Yeah.
It's goddamn big.
It's a Volkswagen.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
It's a Pasha vacuum.
No,
It's a Pasha
it's a Pasha
vacuum.
vacuum inside. No, I bought 2 of the regulars, which is more than fucking enough. There's still fucking a half of one in the fridge, And then they make like really good gluten-free shit for the kids and shit too. So I grabbed a couple of that. But we were up there and they had some cigars.
Yeah.
So I burned a stick with those guys and did a little bourbon exchange. But John was involved
So
in
I
this.
can't remember what was the bottle that I got. You
got it was a rye. It was the Balcones Heights.
and it was their like cask
strength rye.
Yeah,
and it was fucking great bottle.
Oh,
a
so it
Skips-
was Ghost Hill or whatever, the Ghost Hill Balcones.
No, like
No.
you know how they have like the Ghost Balcones blue
No, but it's Ghost Hill Distillery or whatever, and then they make a Balcones Heights bottle.
No, maybe
There's a bottle of it sitting over there.
No, it's not these
no,
guys.
no.
It's a different one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So and this was a single barrel that Skips went out and handpicked too.
Yeah.
But so
Oh,
I got
I
that.
remember when you brought that in.
'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I'd drink the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
But so in exchange for that,
You were number 9, by the way, or number 10.
nice.
Good number.
In exchange for that, I got a Stranahan single malt whiskey, Diamond Peak, and it comes out of Colorado, and it's 94 proof. Scott, what do you think of that guy?
It's not bad. I would have guessed it to be a little stronger,
Yeah,
but no, it's not bad. It's
Got a little
good.
fire on it?
Yeah.
If you're guessing it's a little stronger, I'm guessing
bottle
it's
number 965.
Nice.
I just appreciate
And
that
they say-
it came with a jigger.
This is batch.
So you can actually like
yeah,
fucking pour
this
it.
is batch number 30, and it says no 2 batches are the same.
That's kind of dope.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
well, if you're
But
single
then it says it's brewed at elevation of 5,280 feet.
if you're single
Or brewed
barreling
distilled.
That's a mile high.
if you're single barreling, your batches will never be the same.
Yeah.
Because it's literally going to change even based on barrel position in the warehouse.
Aged
is
for
going to
4
change
years
the
and
flavor.
hand selected by master distiller Bob Dietrich.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
And then you threw in what did you throw in?
I threw in it was a brand I hadn't tried actually. I tried it while I was there. It was fucking amazing. I was at Specs.
You got a monster bottle.
Yeah, that's because I got I was number 1. I drew number 1. But I was at Specs and I was gonna get a bottle of Basil Hayden.
Yeah.
And as I'm like grabbing it, the guy that works there was like, "Hey man, you ever tried this?" And I was like,
You have my attention.
"I'm not
sir.
familiar." He goes, "It's fucking amazing. It's my new favorite bourbon. You should check it out." Price point was right on. It was like right at
Hold
$40.
on. What the fuck is this called?
I fucking totally forgot what it's called.
Oh, that's helpful,
It must
Mikey.
be
Yeah.
delicious.
This is going to be a great story.
I'm gonna have to. I will do the work to find out.
Hey, it was
Mikey's going to have to go back to
Mikey.
Specs and look at the bottle of Basil Hayden and
Mikey.
wait for a guy to come by.
You showed me the bottle. I think it was a Texas something, right?
Something.
A way to
yeah.
narrow that down.
Well, I mean, it was.
Did it have River or Creek in the name?
It had creek in the name. There was a creek in the name. I'm pretty sure. I know the bottle and I can tell the label
it
if
had
I
a
see
big
it.
and a big T and a big X, right?
No. It wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's literally Texas,
Texas
brand
bourbon,
whiskey.
yeah.
Like that's actually
Somebody
a brand.
showed me that. I thought it was part of this.
But so I turned that in and I got a bottle of 1835 bourbon.
So was it like a free for all pick with all the boys that were at the meetup?
Yeah, so they put
Oh,
all
like
the bottles.
like a numbered
They
pick?
put all the bottles on the thing, and then they passed a hat with numbers.
Oh, okay.
And then they went down the line. They were like, "Who's
So
number
you
one?"
got
And I
the
was
biggest
like,
"Oh, that's
fuck off
cool."
bottle you could
so
find.
well, I looked up and I was like, "This looks like a nice bottle." So I grabbed it, and it was this bottle of 1835.
1835 is
So
actually pretty good.
Mikey is definitely a quantity over quality guy.
That's
What
not-
I have to
see,
give him
and
though
that's
is
not
that
true,
I've
though.
had 1835 and it's good whiskey.
is,
It's
it
not
is.
bourbon. It's good whiskey, but it's
It says bourbon.
not bourbon.
I'm gonna fucking
It's a
disagree.
bourbon style whiskey,
Yeah.
but it's not bourbon.
It's a great whiskey. It's
And if
really
you're from
good.
1835 and for some reason listening to the show and you want to show up and prove me wrong, come on. Like we'd be happy to have you.
I kind of want to do like 1835 old fashions.
Probably.
I think that would make. I think
yeah.
it'll make an amazing
Yeah,
old
100%.
fashioned. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe that because it's really good for that type of style drink. Maybe a oh fuck, I don't know.
Like a smoked
good,
pork rib in
or
it.
like a good Manhattan. You could probably make a good Manhattan.
Dude, I
with
like
it.
a good Manhattan.
Yeah,
Fucking make fun of me all you want to. Fucking good Manhattan's fucking so good.
Manhattan's good, dude. Fuck, it's pure booze.
Is it?
Like anybody who calls somebody a pussy because the shape of their glass doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right.
That just means I can get hammered and look classy at the same time.
Right, dude.
Like-
Tell that to a martini drinker. Martini is literally pure alcohol.
100%.
Like,
the shit you put in a
it's a-
martini to give it flavor
A good-
is just more booze.
It's an 8 count of booze. It's a
good-
lot of booze.
A good dirty martini will change your fucking
Oh,
life.
Fuck yeah! I like mine filthy as fuck.
oh
too,
my
dude.
god.
Oh, give me like 6 fucking olives in that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm mad
and
enough
if you have
to-
blue cheese stuffed ones,
Fuck yes, dude.
please.
I like them where I like them so dirty that when you go to tilt it, you can feel the texture from the olive brine that's floating on the fucking
Yes.
top of it hit your mouth.
I like them so
That's where
dirty
I
that
like
they
'em.
talk shit to me and I blush.
Yeah, I like them dirty. Like what are those? Like it slaps you back while you're fucking.
Yeah. I like them so dirty. I'm calling the medic in the
What
morning.
what do these glasses look like?
It's a
It's a
martini,
martini
glass.
glass.
I know, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yep. Dirty as fuck.
That took a turn.
It really did.
We don't kink shame around here, goddammit.
I like
Clearly.
them so dirty they get banned from TikTok.
We don't kink shame and we don't drink shame.
My martini has its own OnlyFans.
It's called Olive Fans.
Yeah.
Fucking good dirty
Speaking of
martini
that,
though is fucking
well,
awesome.
we got a little bit of content this weekend for Two Dudes, One Blind.
I saw that.
That's fucking
I saw that.
awesome.
I did lock down Chest Hair Extraordinaire on OnlyFans, so nobody can take my idea.
Boy.
I'm probably never gonna use it, but I did lock it down. Just
So I
If
was
you need
gonna
any help, let me know.
I think I'm gonna get into the kink part of it on OnlyFans for the weird like the people that are into like skinny guys and shit like that.
just shoulder hair, dude.
Well, no, I'm gonna call it. And I've decided I'm gonna go skinny and a mini, and it's just gonna be me naked in my car,
See,
just called skinny and a mini.
the problem is though, is you're actually on a bulk right now. You're about to be a little roly poly, my
I only
friend.
got a limited window. I can pull this off.
You better get as much content
Yeah.
as you can right now. Skinny and a mini.
Why am I picturing Jazz in a mini skirt right now though?
In his car.
There's no kink shame around
not
here,
kink
brother.
shaming.
It's all good.
Oh fuck.
Like Jones over here, like I'm your first dollar.
Yeah,
You
fucking-
start
I am
skinny
all
and a
about
mini,
it.
I'll give you $1.
Well, fuck boys.
$8 to your butthole, I'm in.
You know what's gonna be great is I could probably do nothing. I could probably just sit in there and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Whatever." I'm gonna sell it for $1.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I advertise it on TikTok because apparently that's what you
Why
fucking do
does
with
this cigar
OnlyFans.
go so well with fucking gingerbread?
Oh shit. I'm gonna try that.
Like really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all you hear is eating now.
It's that time of year, man. You just fucking eat. But I am on bulk mode.
Right?
So, speaking of eating, I know you're doing stuff for Christmas and you got a whole bunch of meat coming to your house. What, you got any Christmas plans, food wise?
We do, man. Haley wants some taste of her old country, man. So I'm making crab cakes.
Ooh, nice.
Her old country. Don't you fucking say it. I'm making.
Just want to point out he knows how to make them.
I don't. I have no fucking idea how to make them.
He's just going to call his family back in Baltimore.
I'm going to call my in-laws. Thank you very much,
Hey,
you
mom,
cunt.
mom, can you send me a recipe?
Mikey, I'll help you out here. Just Google best crab cakes in San Antonio. Go sample a couple and then buy them, and claim that you made them.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. My wife is a Baltimorean. All right.
I don't know. if
Baltimorean.
You meant offense by that?
A
or not?
Baltimorean. It's 100% an offense. That's what I call.
Okay.
That's what I call those people. There's a reason I get offended when you guys tell me I'm from there. All right, like there's a problem.
Then
All
maybe
right?
you should just move all your stories to Boston.
Right? Maybe I need to.
Just stop saying like, well, back when
Well,
I was
no,
in
but then-
Baltimore,
then it
back
would-
when I was in Baltimore,
but then it
back when
would-
I was in Baltimore.
They wouldn't be true then.
Well, they would, but it's like the
Yeah, I
story's
wasn't
been
old enough to
changed.
drink when I was in Boston.
The story's been changed to protect the guilty.
But she'll know. Like there's a huge difference. And fucking fuckface doesn't come here anymore. But if Rob was here, he could back me up on this. Because we had a layover in Baltimore one time on a business trip, and I took him to this place. Like I was like, we got like a 4-hour layover. We're going to Papa's real quick, or to what the fuck's some other place.
Back in the day when I was growing up here, this is where I used to go all the time.
Get shit out of you in a minute.
Lunch break from high school, we pop on down.
G&M's crab cakes is considered the best in the world, and it's like
love
right
crab
next to the fucking.
Crab cakes are fucking stellar.
Yeah, they're amazing. And
You know what I'm
they're
also a big
considered
fan
the
of
best
is
in the
the
world.
stuffed crab.
I took him there,
Where
and
like
it
take
was
the whole
fucking
crab,
amazing. So
pull
that's my
everything out.
bar.
It's like the deviled egg version of a crab.
No.
But yeah,
Pro that too.
so that's my my food plans. We want to do that. We want to do crab pretzels, which is like basically
So-
crab dip on a pretzel.
This isn't coming out until after Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't really locked down the plans yet, but I think I'm doing a prime rib roast on the Traeger,
Oh fuck.
and
I want one.
So I'm just gonna bring all of my family to your place.
okay, but so you just gotta let me know how many so I can make sure I have enough meat. But so I think I'm gonna do that, but also
Spoiler alert: you don't.
I know,
It's not that many.
bro. I've known that for a
It's like-
long time.
Not that much meat.
Yeah.
It's yeah. But anyways, and then I also have some Axis backstraps and tenderloins, and we're on a mission. Scott and I are on a mission. So Michelle had a very bad experience with whitetail,
Yeah,
with
so,
venison.
so my wife does not like to eat wild game because when we were in Kentucky, one of my friends shot a deer, brought us some deer meat. She was pregnant. We cooked it up, and it was really, really gamey. And like since she was pregnant, she's like oversensitive to it, and now she's like, but she's like, I want to try it. I just want to eat it, but don't tell me what it is until afterwards.
So I'm gonna take the tenderloins and do like almost like steak tips
Yeah.
with the tenderloins.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then the backstraps, I'm gonna do them butterflied with butter, salt, pepper, a little bit of oil,
Yeah.
and with being
That's
Axis.
that's the secret, man. Is
Yeah.
like I use olive oil.
Oh my god.
You know what I do is I actually take like a little cup and I pour a bunch of rub in it
Yeah.
and put it and make like a rub with the
With the
olive
oil,
oil,
and then you put that
I
all over
baste
it.
that
Okay,
Yeah,
while
out
it
of
cooks.
all of you motherfuckers that just schwacked a deer, and there's like 4 of you in this room that just did it.
I haven't got a deer yet this season.
Dude, I got 2
No,
whitetails
so
earlier this week.
I want to do.
like I haven't got a deer yet this
I
season.
want to try
I
my
got fucking
reverse
150
sear
pounds of meat.
method on a deer.
I have a couple fallow roasts if you want to do that.
I would try it on that.
Yeah.
But I want to try my reverse sear
Yeah,
method.
I'll give you one. Yeah,
Which is how I cook all of my steak.
yeah.
But I want to try it. I want to try it with deer and see if it would work out.
But so we're gonna try to get some of that for Michelle on Christmas too.
Nice.
And kind of see how it goes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're doing Christmas at your place then? Christmas dinner?
A small one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Because
Yeah.
they're in the process of moving. I actually have a
Yeah.
tree up.
Yeah. Like I didn't put Christmas shit up.
That's what I
at
did yesterday.
all.
Actually,
Yeah.
I went to after
Dude, my mom got
appointment, I
me a
went and
fucking
got the
Christmas tree.
Yeah?
She's like, "What do you want for a housewarming gift?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm good." You know, like thanks, but I'm good. You know, she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm good, thanks." Like, you know, it's every year I do the same thing.
I walk into his house and this fucking Christmas tree
a big-ass
is
tree.
twice as big as any Christmas tree.
It's a fucking
It's like,
12-foot
holy
tree.
fuck.
Jesus
The
Christ.
tree that was at the Noble Gentleman's, same fucking size, except it only has 2,000 lights, not
Instead of fucking
3,700.
3,700. Jesus Christ.
My tree is as big as I could fit.
Yeah.
I have 10-foot ceilings. I have a 9.5-foot tree. That's the biggest tree I could stick in there
There's
and
a-
still put a topper on top of it, which isn't on top of my tree because I'm not tall enough to get it up there, and I don't actually own anything tall enough for me to stand on to still apply
Caitlin,
the fucking.
You and me come by.
He just needs you to you need to
No,
hold him up so he
quite
can put the
literally.
star on.
Steve was
Hold
at
him
my
up
house.
so he can put the star on.
Steve was at my house, and he is 6'7", and he couldn't get the Santa up on top of my tree. 'cause
I
it's
put the
that
Santa
fucking up
on
there.
your tree last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was on a chair. Fuck
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve couldn't figure
Steve
it out.
doesn't know how to do it.
So You may need to come back by because my Santa's literally sitting on my
Let me
dining
know.
room
I'll
table,
come by.
staring at my
I did
tree,
it
just
last
like.
year.
That's one of my favorite
Build-
Tom
build a
Segura
mini
fucking bits.
catapult.
Fuck Steve.
like you're
Hang on, fucker.
like you're playing the bottle game, but you're playing it with Santa and the Christmas tree.
So
So
my
you
mom,
flip
my
out
mom
there.
got me a star to put on top of the tree. She's like, "Did you put the star on the tree yet?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "'Cause I can't fucking reach. It's a 12-foot tree, ma." Like, what do you want me to do?
You should have bought me a ladder for fucking my housewarming gift.
I was
All
like,
right?
I
John, just grab the tree, walk over to the balcony.
Yeah, to put it on from the second floor.
Have Dave put it on as you're holding the tree up.
There you go.
So this is coming out after Christmas.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead and do this now.
Yeah,
Because people have started exchanging gifts
sure.
and all that kind of stuff. And I want to point out the level of friendship that Mikey has over there. So Mikey, who doesn't know fuck all about one of my fandoms,
Nothing.
and isn't a big wine drinker either,
Not a wine drinker at all.
found out that there is a limited run of Star Trek wines that were done.
I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Caitlin told me about it. Like,
So-
that's where I found out.
And I got my gift from you, and it's fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
My only gripe is the fact that I'm not actually going to drink it,
Well,
because
yeah,
I don't want to open the bottles.
Sure.
Well,
But,
maybe somebody will get you another set and you can
You
chug them
crack
all.
that
Yeah.
one and then fucking be able to drink
And
it.
then I actually got a present for the Warfighter Boys that comes in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah. So,
Which I'm excited for you guys
Can I
to
talk
see.
about presents real quick while we're on the subject of presents?
Yeah.
I need to talk about Dave.
Yeah.
fucking oh my god.
Dave,
I
I
need
was-
to talk about Dave.
Dude,
So
Dave,
you
Dave
beat-
got me a dope ass present.
You
man.
beat me to it because I was coming up on the whole like
Okay,
I was
then
going to
go
thank
ahead.
Dave too.
Go
but
ahead.
so, and I'm doing this to point out kind of the quality of my friends and stuff like that. So he got me that on my fandom, which he knows fuck all about.
Yeah.
And then Dave, who went through and got several amazing gifts for several people because I've seen a couple of them and they're all fucking
They're all thoughtful.
legit. Yeah, they're
all
amazing.
legit, thoughtful gifts, man. Like,
Dave got me a set of really nice prints of somebody's art that had gone through and done the U.S. patent application. And the years on them actually correspond to the year of the movie that would have come out for the vehicles from the original Star Wars trilogy.
And they're fucking balls.
And they're
Yeah, it's
so
dope as shit.
baller.
Yeah, those are
They're
dope as
these
shit.
super high quality prints, and so now they're back in their hard envelope cover, and I have them tucked away with all of my other print stuff that needs to go to the framers to get done and stuff like that.
Sure.
But those are 100%. My wife and I have already talked. We want to get them matted
Dude, Dave got me
and
these.
framed and stuff. They're amazing.
He got me these dope ass whiskey glasses,
and the
And the rocks.
and it came
Yeah.
with like the rock.
and its own little case and
yeah,
everything.
dude, like it's nice as shit, man. I was like, fuck.
Right.
I don't even
he
wanna,
got he
like-
got me a massive, like 6-foot wide map of the world because we were talking one day and I was telling him that I want to get a giant map where I can like put in thumb pins at all the places that I've been.
Yeah,
And so I started looking them online and like they were like $800.
I got one of those that you scratch off the.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
And,
Those are the late night Instagram buys.
So this massive fucking tube shows up and he just hands it to me. Here, Merry Christmas. I'm like, what the fuck? And I open it up and it's this fucking giant, massive map of the world. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
See what that is though is that's when people pay attention. Those are real friends. The
Yeah.
ones that are actually they listen to all the little weird shit that you just all of a sudden like say
You got
and
Scott
get
a
excited
butt plug.
about, and then
He got me a what?
a butt, plug.
Close. Dave got tired of me taking my pants off. So no. he got me this really good concealed carry belt. It's double thick.
Is that the one that does it have the like the ratchet style buckle, or is it still like
No,
a
it's a
long
traditional
buckle?
buckle.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets even more good. Dave realized that
More good?
Scott's allergic to more better.
More better.
Scott's allergic to a certain type of metal, so he even made sure that the buckle was something that wouldn't fuck with him.
Nickel
shit.
nickel belt buckles fuck me up.
Oh,
They
my
give me a
mom was
rash.
allergic to nickels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got it's a nickel free belt
Yeah,
buckle.
it's a brass belt buckle. So
That's fucking
My mom
awesome.
was allergic to nickel,
Yeah.
and she liked playing nickel slots. So my mom would sit there wearing like fucking gloves at the slot machines when we'd go to like places to gamble.
I don't
she'd
think-
be-
I
I'd be
don't
like,
think
you
Nick- I don't
you have
think-
a problem.
I don't think nickels are nickel.
Not anymore.
I used to fuck her hands up. She was allergic to metal.
Oh, yeah.
Like she had to have like
it was probably
like,
the silver plating that
well,
was
she
on
had to
that.
have like her earrings and shit.
that's not
couldn't be
silver.
anything.
Now,
They had to be
Did Justin's
silver.
present get here
Michelle
yet?
is the same.
Gold.
So
Michelle, yeah,
Justin's
gold.
present's
Yeah.
gonna get here tomorrow, but I know what it is,
Yeah.
and I can't fucking wait. I can't wait.
Oh God,
Dave?
now I know.
From Dave.
Now I know. I want to know what it is now.
It's amazing.
Well, I told Justin what I've been trying to buy him.
Yeah.
It turns out it's hard to fucking find.
You know, Asian hookers are tough, man.
I know, right? Fuck.
Is it a backpack with a holster in it?
Well, we know when Scott got him.
Because he's about to have two.
You hate to leave it sitting loose in the bottom of your backpack.
You gotta have it secured.
Have
in
you
there.
gotta-
seen
gotta
all
put it in a
those?
holster.
I love the way they advertise them, where the guy's like slung it back around. And he's like reaching into the bag to
Right.
pull his. I'm like, they make holsters. Like that just seems so much more efficient.
Oh, man.
So
And the best part about a holster is you don't forget you're wearing it. You know it's there.
yeah. Yeah, I've never tried to walk through security with my holster still on.
Redacted. Redacted.
Dude, it's been so fucking long. We gotta talk about this
know,
at some
man.
point.
It's been like a fucking year. Like
Over a year? That happened fucking 2 Octobers ago.
yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Jesus. It's
really
ridiculous.
And I'm sorry, but there's nobody within the judicial system that's fucking listening to that shit.
That system's so broken, anyways.
Yeah.
If they, you know what? If we do that and they try to use that, oh my god, that's gonna be like, that's great. Well, sir, we have evidence.
I don't know if I'd be mad.
I'd be happy.
Anyways,
That's fucking good.
What we learned
Yeah,
today-
just send it to me. That's fucking amazing.
what we learned today, Jazz?
Pay attention to your friends. It's the fucking little things that'll show that you fucking give a shit.
It's
Right.
truth.
Apparently, Mikey's wife is really proud of her hometown, but he's not so much.
Does she get mad at you talking shit about Baltimore? Or does she like
she's pretty used to it.
Yeah.
So,
But-
she's the same one that I've seen in Baltimore. That
But
Baltimore
is
shirts that
is
has like
she
a
proud
rat
of her
on it, like
hometown, or does
Godzilla
she-
and shit like that. So,
That's one of her favorite shirts.
yeah, like, so
I bought her that.
yeah. So, what else did we learn?
Matt
Chevy-
Hilligoss is a good fucking dude.
Great
Yep.
fucking dude. Same with Chris Freeman.
Chris Freeman is a
He's a
good, fucking dude.
Those are, and to be honest with you, all of you freedom friends out there are pretty fantacular. We get great messages.
Yeah.
We get great fucking stories.
Fantacular.
Fantacular.
Yeah.
And
Turns
all that
out
kind of stuff.
hot dog is not a sandwich, according to our freedom friends.
Ah.
I think we can all agree that Chevy makes the best engines, but Ford probably makes the better looking car.
I can agree with that.
Well, I'll give Ford the SUV.
Until the new Bronco.
No, I'm stuck in
Yeah.
the engine part of it.
Oh, what? Because the 289 was such a spectacular
Well,
motor.
yeah, okay. Well, you gotta
305.
You gotta throw in a time frame here.
Yeah.
I think you mean the 302. 305 was a Chevy
302
engine.
is what I meant. 305 is Chevy. Yeah.
It's really weird. A 302 is smoke a 350. How does that happen? Oh, it's because the head angles are different. You can actually push more power through that thing.
Yeah, I took out a lot of 5.0s in my day, buddy.
Oh.
On Chevy engines.
Yeah.
So did I, but they were
320.
383.
Yeah. Well, I was running 327, but
Like, oh, you want to de-stroke it? No, fuck that. I'm gonna stroke mine. That's fun too.
yeah.
327's got enough fucking compression though.
Hell yeah.
Torque. It'll
They
fucking.
Plus, at
actually-
327, you can
actually,
bore over aggressively.
A 327 is de-stroked, so
Yep.
it has less compression, but it has a higher RPM.
Higher RPM rate.
So it's actually less torque, but more horsepower.
Yeah.
The problem with Fords is that they make decent engines and shit transmissions.
Oh my God.
Like your
the
your
rear
transmission's
end-
gonna fucking blow
I
out.
don't know.
The rear end-
I have gone through 5 Chevy transmissions. The
Yeah.
turbo 350 can go fuck itself.
You have
If,
bad
if you're
luck.
not
You
running,
needed a Turbo 400.
yeah,
I needed one. I couldn't afford one.
yeah, if you're not running a 400 series transmission, you're just gonna take it apart.
I just stepped up into the fucking diesel world. So,
Yeah, you
and
did.
I'm unbelievably happy.
Look, I own a
with
Ford.
the fucking balls
I
that
own
that
it.
thing has.
I own a Ford. I have nothing against Ford. It's
I still
just
have the beef from my Mustang when I had to drive it home in reverse because the tranny blew and I had to fucking it was the only gear I had was reverse. I had to drive it over from school in reverse. Like, what the fuck, man?
I had a front wheel drive F-150 for a while because I snapped the fucking U joint.
Mikey, we may have time for a quick no shit story. I really want to hear that one.
about getting blown by a tranny.
I'd love to know when you blew a tranny.
Yeah, it's just blew a tranny. It was in Thailand. No.
And then he had to drive in reverse.
I was playing ping pong and ding dang.
That's all she's got was reverse.
the kind of guys that don't like to lose.
It's a real high stakes tournament.
She was backing up, or you were backing
No,
up?
I had a 64 and a half yellow ragtop Mustang.
Okay.
That's a thing for all of you non-car people.
was-
64 and a half is actually a a recognized year of Mustang.
First year of a Mustang. Yeah, the Ridge, and it was fully restored. It was yellow. It was fucking sweet. It looked great aesthetically. It ran really well
Now-
until one day.
When you blew the tranny, was the top up or the top down?
The top was down.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Top was down, dude. I was in high school.
It was
on a rag
pre-op.
top.
I didn't
So
know
you could only have
fucking
the top
that kink
done.
back then, man.
Hey man,
Baltimore was a weird town.
this was in New Mexico, sir.
Oh,
Which I would rather claim being from Baltimore,
Now-
honestly.
we might have to redact this, but was it a res tranny?
It was close. Fortunately, one of my buddies, his dad was a motorcycle cop and kind of gave me an escort. Not that kind of escort, Scott.
That's a good dude. This story just keeps going. That's a good
You blew a
dude.
tranny and then you got an escort from a cop?
I actually, my El Camino, I only had first gear in for about a week.
Yeah.
So my El Camino, it was my daily driver, but I was legitimately racing it on the weekends. About 40 miles outside Pittsburgh, there was a track that you could go and you could pay, but they did bracket racing. So bracket racing for
What was the Ford version of the El Camino? The
Ranchero.
Ranchero.
Jesus
My-
Christ.
My,
Yeah,
buddy,
that
my
was-
buddy had a Ranchero.
So
it looked dope as
That's
fuck.
about the
though.
equivalent of the Bronco 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
But bracket racing, for those that don't know, is not a heads up race. You actually go and you tell them like,
It's about your ET.
this is the
your-
time
yeah.
that I'm gonna run, and then so you'll say like, I'm gonna run
It's
12-2 plus or minus a tenth, and the closest person to their dialed time actually wins. So you're not actually racing the guy next to you; you're racing at the same time,
What was
but
that
you're
old
racing
show
your time.
where you're closest without going over?
It's
Price is Right?
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
It's
So
Price is Right.
that's bracket racing.
I'd been like $1.
Because if you say, hey, I'm going to run a 12-2 and you run a fucking like
10?
Yeah, or 12-1,
Yeah.
they're like, you're out.
Yeah. So it's
So you can't beat your time that you give them.
bracket racing really comes down to like who knows their car the best. Like if
Okay.
you know how to drive it.
or
So
who can feather.
or who can feather it the best. But in bracket racing, you saw a lot more either sequentials or automatics with ratchet shifters in them. So you weren't actually gearing, because if you miss a shift, it'll fuck your time all up.
Sure.
So in an automatic transmission, you actually have a torque converter that then spins it up. So when I rebuilt my engine, I put an Eagle Industries torque converter into my transmission, into the bell housing, which way overloaded the motor. So I turned my line lock up
Technically between the transmission
and the engine. It sits in there.
Yeah.
So I turned my line lock on, spun it up, and I launched at like 2,800 RPMs and literally shredded the inside of
you-
my transmission.
Basically neutral dropped.
Oh my God.
And just
It
fucking
was not good.
Yeah.
And so all I had in it was first gear with a 373 rear end. So this thing, for me to drive like 30 miles an hour anywhere, was just screaming. And but that was for about a week. So for about a week, I drove around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, doing first gear at
Nice.
6,000 RPMs
Nice.
with an open exhaust. So I know your pain to have to drive around with your transmission just fucked. I didn't have to do it in reverse,
I only
but
had reverse, man. So I'm like, you're talking top speed of 20 miles an hour
On a good day.
on a good day. And I'm fucking, and like, so I can
In all
back
fairness-
up like a motherfucker.
in all fairness, it was a 64 Mustang, so that was kind of top speed going forward too. But
No, it had a little bit of ass on it. It was rebuilt. It was pretty
so it was restored, but it didn't have the original motor in
good.
it.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct. It had a 305 in it.
Because the original
302?
Mustang was definitely
302. Fuck.
305 was
Chevy.
that's Chevy truck engine.
Yeah.
Because the original Mustang was definitely very pretty, not very fast.
No.
Well, before we end this show, I do have to give a big shout out to Hero Sports for hosting the hunt that we went on over this past
You know
weekend.
what? Big shout out to him just fucking anyways.
Yeah.
Just for
if you guys are in the
being
giving
around.
mood, jump over to herosports.org. Throw them a donation if you can. Every dollar helps. It sends veterans out. We are first-hand experience of what it can do to change people's lives. Also, if you are in Texas, I want to give a big shout out to Connolly Game Ranch, CONNOLLY, Connolly Game Ranch.
It's a good Irish name there.
If you're looking for a good hunt, especially if you're a veteran,
Oh my goodness.
I literally fucking glassed the biggest Axis buck I've ever seen, even including in pictures, in
And-
my entire fucking life. About 420 yards. I fucking ranged. I milled it out on my scope. And if any of you fuckers can do math out there, it was 426 yards, and it ranged. Just the rack was 2.2 mils in my scope.
Holy
So
fuck.
if you can figure that out and tell me how many inches that is, I'd fucking love to hear.
Not
it.
to mention that, but the whitetail bucks.
Oh, God.
my God.
These monsters.
Speaking of that, did you see that Kentucky 14-year-old or whatever that took the world record buck?
no,
I think it's like 42 point
holy shit!
record buck or whatever it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, but
Wow.
she's got the world record on it now.
That's
And she's
awesome.
like 14. So,
Yeah. Setting that bar a little high.
and it was apparently her trigger time. Like it wasn't one of those like the dad took it and was like, I'm gonna give it to my daughter. Like it's apparently it's her squeeze. It's her
Nice.
take. So
That's awesome.
which is pretty cool. But other than that, like I said, man, this is the last one of the year. So before we do our traditional sign off, I'm just gonna say we've been harping on it on the lives. We talk about it a lot, but with this new year coming up, if you're gonna start a resolution and don't know what to do or whatever, resolve to do the whole 22 minutes a day and check on your fucking buddies. Man.
Agreed.
Like
Even you know
this
what?
year has sucked. Even if you have another one, tack this one on.
Even
too.
if you can't do it a day, do it a week.
Yeah, just spend the 22 minutes. Check on
Yep.
your buddies. Like that phone call isn't going to kill you, but it might save them from doing the same.
That's
So
the truth.
fucking spend the time. That's the best thing that we can do right now with all this shit going on. So other than that, boys, I'm going to raise my glass
Yeah.
and say thanks for
last
being my
time this
fucking
year.
freedom friends.
Good fucking riddance to 2020.
Yeah.
Fucking seriously.
So I hope everybody had an amazing holiday.
Absolutely.
It's been one hell of a year. We've had a hell of a ride. And going into 2021, there's just 3 little things that we talk about around here. And we highly encourage you to tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your mom's friends.
John is single as fuck.
And
He wants to spit in a butthole.
he wants to spit in a butthole and then wear it like a scarf. But in 2021, tell all those people that we highly, highly encourage you
That's right.
to smoke on.
Drink on.
And god damn it.
Scott?
Ooh, freedom the fuck on.
Yeah.
It just moved.
Yeah.
It did.
It always does.
Well, boys, I'll see you fucking next year.
Douchebag.
I had to.